Hey guys, Cover today with another YouTube video. I'll be doing 4 clears today. You would do the red side full clear, which will also include a 3 camp into potential invade. You can just take that. Blue side full clear, and then you have blue into red invade, and red into blue invade. I'll show you how to do all 4, how to like pretty much approach it, and yeah. As for like Raptor camp star and like Wolf camp, you only do these camps if it's like worst case possible. You versus Belith or like Shaco, or like you start a Q by mistake and like it's like you're late. So just like FYI when you do those camps, you want to start cutting left when you pull the red buff usually to lose as little HP as possible. Go like this. Now you can go either over the wall or like this. You can start cutting out at around 800. Then you're just gonna hit the big one all the way. You're gonna hit small one after you use a Q, so you can get the red buff tick on it. And usually you'll finish by 208, 209 if you do it like that. Here you're gonna start off hitting the small one, and then you're gonna hit the big one. When your Q is down, you want to hit a small one because you want the camp to die all at the same time. If you don't do this, it will be little stragglers just alive. But if you do like how I'm doing it, they all basically die to the last Q, which is how you want it to do. I've seen Kindreds just kill the big one and then they get stuck on the small ones, and it's kind of hard to do. Here I burn Q early. You can wait for your QCD. It doesn't really change too much how you do the camp, because as you can see, the last Q will kill the small wolves. And now here you just wait for your CDs to come up. You're gonna match the Q and W together. You're gonna want to E this when it gets lower. I put the blue there. It's like a little min-max. And see, I only burn 1 smite. You probably do 318 with 2 smites, but I'm just gonna do, or with 2 smites. But I'm gonna do 1 smite here. Probably could eat a little bit later. But yeah, you can do 322. Pretty sure I did it a bit late, but 322 usually should be the ideal time. Oh, hey buddy. But yeah, 322 is not bad. If you smite it, you can do 317, 318. Which will allow you to gank a lane, which will allow you to just get to a crab. If you need to pressure a lane before playing for a crab. Yeah, let's move on to the next clear. Okay, we're doing the blue side clear. So keep in mind, for the red side clear, you can do 3 camping to invade. You do it the exact same way how you clear the camps. Clearing the Raptors, always have to hit the small one at least once while your Q is on CD, so the camp dies at the same time. Blue side, yeah, I always start Q again if it's worst case, you fought level 1, but usually you want to start W, but of course having Q level 1 is stronger than W in some cases, so that's why you use skillets. But yeah, we're doing blue up now. You just hit the buff and cut it as much as you can. This guy's a big dude, pretty slow. You want to start cutting out at 800 HP. Is the lucky number about cutting out the buff. And you can use this wall to cancel your Q animation if you want so dearly. You start cutting this out around 200 HP. And yeah, do the wolves. Just hit the big one. Don't need to hit the small one at all. Here I hit small one because everything will die to the Q. Now here, I'm going to hold my WCD. So I'm going to hit a small one here. And every time my Q is on CD, I'm going to start hitting a small one. And see how everything does. Same time. And usually you want to be on your 5th camp by 250. And here I'm waiting for my Q so I can do the camp together. As you see, just like that. Very easy. And obviously the red or the Krugs. Here we W early because we just want to get the camp to die. So we have W for the crab. And 322 on both sides pretty much. And you walk in. Thing is, double spotting does feel a lot better to do. Oh wait, hey buddy. Wait, both times I did declare the crab spawn on one side. Maybe it's my lucky day. But yeah, double spotting is OP because you can go to a lane sooner. So when you're whichever lane you're pathing to, let's say you're ending bot side or top side, if you see there's a lot of like action happening, right? You should just double smite your camps always. Well, most cases. I don't know about always, but in most cases, let's say at least like 90% of the time, 80% of the time, which is pretty often. So you can gank the lane and then you earn the crab. Because like, of course, crab is important on Kindred, like getting the mark. But, you know, it's always like getting kills, you know, on people that should be dying in their lane. So yeah, keep that in mind when you play Kindred. That yes, the mark is important, but you can also get marks off laners, and like if your laners are winning, they will help you get marks in the future, right? So, you know, understand like the back and forth. Okay, we're gonna do the invade clears. Okay, so you guys seen the level 3 invade? I mean, I didn't actually do it, but the way you clear the camp is literally the same. But instead of cutting it left, you cut it right. Always make sure you're hitting the small ones. Best tip, every time your QCD is down. Then now for this buff, as you can notice from the earlier clears, you usually kite the buff out at 800 HP. That is the sweet number. So here, we're gonna hit the red. We're gonna do the same as before, right? We're gonna cut it left. Then we're gonna go down like this. We do the same as we did before, but the ending will be a bit different because we're gonna end over here. Because you want to invade the red buff or the blue buff, right? So you basically want to be able to kill the red buff alongside the wall, so you're already ready to hop over. These seconds all matter. Like you're saving 2-3 seconds, right? If you're able to do this consistently, then you just pull the blue buff and you ward like this. And if you ward like this, because you can see both sides, as you can see, right? If you do it like only on this side, then maybe you don't notice if the guy goes this way, which is like very like important. Like details matter, you know. Now you just do the gromp, and then you hit 3, and you can decide the base or the gank bot. As simple as that. That is your level 2 invade. You can also fight the jungle on wolves if you want, if you're stronger. Gank bot, base, defend your camps, buy a longsword, etc. Any of those. So let's do the other side now. Okay. So this is the blue side invade. Basically, this invade, oh my god, autocon spawning. Blue side invade is just, you walk over this wall, do the red Krugs. That's all it really is. You can also do another one where you do blue Gromp, and then play for the Krugs. That's like the same thing as red Krugs into the Gromp. But, you know, I talked about these invades in the invading guide, so check that out on my YouTube channel. But, yeah, we're gonna do the Kindred clear here. Oh yeah, we want to end top side reds, because that's where we're going. Remember, seconds matter. Every second matters, so you're going to hit the blue. You want to make sure you end on top side. Before you want to end on Gromp, if you want to clear towards your jungle. But here you see how the sweet number is 800 HP. Seconds matter. See what I mean? And you go over the wall here. See, we wasted no seconds on this. It's like we saved 3 seconds in the average player. We're going to W right away. And Q like this. And what you want to do here, because usually they will not be here. So you want to go right here with this push, and now you know how the next, like when they're going to be in their top side. And always also make sure to not show on the wave when if you decide to go this way. You can tell where the wave is, where your wave is where their wave is. It's the small one here because the other one would die to AoE. And again, there we go. You got another invade off. And you can base here, go to your jungle. Usually I would like to base by Sword Pink. Then run to the crab, because I think getting level 4 doesn't really matter too much, because we need 3 camps. And by then we do that. the crab will be up, and we want to play for crab. So usually you would like to base after those 2 camps, and you'll know where jungle is. So sometimes they will like walk to gank mid, maybe they'll walk here, maybe they'll cross mid and walk here. So you just respond, and if you can find him here, you should. And if you can find him, I mean, you should always try to defend your bot camps. You always want to play for the fight, because you have a red buff on him, and he doesn't. So, because yeah, right? You took his red, and he didn't take yours, because you're doing this expecting he didn't know this invade was coming. I mean, no one expects this invade, to be honest. This is like more of a Jarvan invade that you did. So yeah, remember, no, quick tips. 800 HP is the sweet spot to start cutting out your buff to your next location. And the small raptors, you want to, whenever your Q's on CD, you want to hit the small ones, so the camp does all at the same time on your 3rd Q. Because remember, you get 3 Qs when you QW, right? And yeah, every other camp, hitting small ones doesn't really matter. For the crow camp, you only need the small crow once. And for the invades, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you guys need more help on invading, you can ask me in the comments below. But again, I do have a video on it that explains pretty much every invade on Kindred in the game. So yeah, let me know how that goes. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys in tomorrow's video.